Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this fourth video titled Interpersonal Communication. If this is the first video you're watching, I really hope you can take a look at some of our other videos designed to give you a whole picture on communication and why you should consider learning more about your communication skills. Once again, here's some other videos that we're doing in this series, but today we're going to focus on interpersonal communication. When it comes to employers, they are looking for this. And I've shared this in my other videos. Once again, thank you for those of you who are doing the note taker. That Forbes magazine came out with an article recently, and I say this in all of my videos, but it's true. Communication hits the number one spot as the most in-demand skill that employers want in employees. So if you can get better in your communication, you're going to be a more better employee, but you're going to be a better candidate when it comes to job interviews, etc. All right. Hopefully this helps. Here's a great quote, and I'm going to start off this video with it. Success, if you think about it, just like anything in life, is dependent on effort. So a lot of times in communication, it's really not about saying the right thing or how you say it, but it's really about the effort. If you want to be successful in relationships, it's about the effort of communication. A lot of times you think about, oh, it's my skills, it's how I speak. That's important, but I think that's secondary to your effort. So if you just want to get to know someone, if you just pour in that effort, you're going to be successful at it. All right. So grateful for that. So in this video, we're going to define what interpersonal communication is. We're going to look at why you should care about it. Then I'm going to go through a few scenes, three actual real life examples on how you can improve your interpersonal communication. And then finally, as all my videos I like to do, I want to leave you with some reflection questions on questions you can consider. All right. So let's begin with a definition. According to simplylearn.com, interpersonal communication, it's simple, really. The most straightforward way to view it is it's face-to-face communication. It's your ability to communicate with someone in your life. But there's so much more to effective interpersonal communication. The article says, in fact, it's a whole range of interpersonal communication skills. You may see how communication and interpersonal skills make up a valuable part of success in the workplace. The article continues by talking about how interpersonal communication involves information, go ahead and get this down, ideas, and feelings being what? Exchanged verbally and non-verbally between two or more people. The article talks about how face-to-face communication often involves hearing, seeing, understanding body language, facial expressions, and gestures. All right, so keep that in mind. So why should you care about interpersonal communication? Sure, it's a very important topic, but why should you care about it? Well, when you take a look at your relationships, right? These aren't all of them, but these are like the main ones. The types of relationships that you probably have in your life, your immediate family, your extended family, your friendships, your teammates, your other friends from different environments, and then even romantic relationships. In all relationships, communication is so important. Here's another great quote. Communicate unto the other person that which you would want them to communicate with you. So if you don't know how to communicate with someone, think about it. How would you want to be communicated with? How would you want someone to respond to you? How would you want someone to talk to you? What is the tone? What is the posture? A lot of times we judge others before we look at ourselves. So it's really important that you think about that empathy when it comes to communication. So having strong interpersonal skills will help you in so many ways. These aren't all of them, but here's a few. I want to read them out to you. Number one, increase your chances of landing your dream job. To help you build lasting relationships in your workplace, to help you empathize with your workmates, customers, and partners, to motivate those within your team, to contribute to your team's productivity, the morale, and overall success. It's really important as a leader to have great communication skills. Number six, to drive collaboration, unity, and teamwork. Number seven, to get more career growth opportunities. And then number eight, to help you thrive in your professional and personal life. All right, here we go. I'm going to get right to it. There's three scenes that I want to act out, and you'll kind of see what I mean. And I wish I could do more, but I'm gonna try my best at really covering this topic well. All right, here we go. Scene number one, job candidate number one. Okay, if this was you as an employer hearing me, I'm gonna apply for your job right now. Which candidate would you pick, one or two? Okay, I'm gonna act it out, and both of these candidates are gonna say the exact same thing. Okay. Here we go. Number one. Hi, my name is Joe Smith, and I'm applying for the role of, I'm pretty sure it's manager. Yes, I'm applying for manager. If I believe I'm the right match for this job because I'm personable, pretty, pretty personal, I say. Responsible. And I've got about 10 years of experience as a manager at my previous job. I hope you consider me for this job. Here we go. Same words, but candidate number 2. Hey there, how's it going? Hey, my name's Joe Smith. It's so nice to meet you. So I'm applying for the role of manager because I'm really passionate about becoming manager at this company. So look, I know there's a lot of qualified people, but I believe I'm the perfect match, the right match for this job. Because if you look at the history of my career, I like to believe I am personal. I like to believe I am responsible, and my results show that. And I have over 10 years of experience because not only do I love being a manager, but I just know that I would be a great fit for this company if you were to hire me. So hopefully you saw the difference in those two. Obviously, the second candidate, think about who would you hire and why. Obviously, the second candidate was more passionate, had a little bit more skills when it came to communication. But think about it. Who would you hire? And what assumptions do you already make about candidate 1 and 2? So you could be the greatest person, but if you don't learn how to communicate that well, no one's going to know. And it's really important that at a young age, you build the habit of communicating well. If you don't communicate well as a young person, I'm sorry to say this, but your habits are going to continue into adulthood, and it's going to affect your personal relationships and your professional relationships. So once again, it's not about what you say, because both of these candidates said the same thing, but it's sometimes about how you say it, your confidence, your tone, your preparedness, your body language, and the non-verbals. Even if you didn't get that, me slowing down. So not just reading a script, but hey, being personal, having a conversation with someone. So hopefully that helps you understand more about communication. I say this a lot in my class, but it also applies to job interviews. When it comes to preparing for job interviews, it's really important that you prepare. You got to prepare. You got to write it out. Sometimes you got to prepare what you're going to say, prepare some top questions that most interviews ask you. 2, you got to practice. I know it's weird, but you practicing with someone or even in front of a mirror can help you do better in that job interview. And then number 3, perform. This one takes time. Your first job interview, I'm sorry to say this, may not be as perfect, but as you keep doing more and more interviews, you're going to get better at it. And I just know that you're going to grow in your confidence when it comes to job interviewing. Let's do another scene. Here we go. This is in a restaurant. Imagine going to a fancy restaurant. Okay, fancy restaurant. Here's server number 1, and here's server number 2. Okay, and these two are going to say different words, but think about who would you want to be your server. Okay, let's start with the first one. Hey, hello there. Welcome to Delicious Food Deli. Hey, my name's Joe, and I'm so happy to be your server this evening. Hey, look, if there's anything I can do personally to make your dining experience better and amazing tonight, please let me know, because I'm here to serve you. Hey, to start off, I just wanted to bring you some of our most delicious complimentary bread on the house. And just wondering if, is this your first time here? If they say yes, awesome. Well, I have, so first I want you to take a look at our amazing menu. And if you'd like me to make some personal recommendations as to what is very popular, I can absolutely do that for you. But have a great evening. I am here to serve you. Once again, my name is Joe. That's server number 1. Server number 2, and this happens more than you think. Hey, you guys know what you want yet? What can I get you? And that's it. And sure, I know some of you are like, well, I like server number 2. He says less. He gets right to the point. Look, I get that there's a time and place for that. But when it comes to customer service, I want you to think, did server number 1 or 2 make you feel more welcomed or cared for? Once again, some of you can argue server number 2, like, sure, like he just left me alone. But think about the masses. Think about general, right? People in general. I'm pretty sure server number 1 made them more welcomed and cared for because they put in effort, right? It goes back to effort. Number 2, which server number 1 or 2 do you think would most likely get a bigger tip? And I would argue the first server. Why? Because they put in more effort. A lot of times tips are based on effort. They're based on it. Does someone look like they want to help me? And if the answer is yes, and if they felt cared for and taken care of, then they're going to compensate you for that tip. It's amazing. I have a server friend who I gave these simple instructions to add a little more, your name, welcome them, ask them if they've been here or not. And if they say, yes, they've been here, then say, welcome back, Happy to see. If you need anything, let me know. If they say no, they haven't been here, well, welcome. This is a great restaurant with lots of great menu options. I really hope that you have a great evening, because it's about serving someone. That's really what it's all about. Success, once again, is dependent on effort. Think about that. So some common reactions I get based on the first two scenes, but Mr. Chow, it's just not in my personality to be like that. Or Mr. Chow, I'm an introvert. I'm not comfortable having that conversation. Mr. Chow, is that really necessary? That's extra. Well, I'm here to tell you that I don't think people are born with the ability to communicate, but I really believe that communication is a skill that can be improved and developed. Don't do it just for yourself, but do it for that person. Which one takes more effort? The first person in that serving example. So think about that. All right, last scene. Thanks for hanging with us. Hopefully, this is helping you in your communication understanding. Scene number 3, you're a kid. Okay. Some of you are kids watching this video. So here's kid number 1. Hey, thank you, blank, whoever that parent is. Thank you, blank, for making dinner for us tonight. Hey, because you cooked dinner, is there a way I can help? Like perhaps I can wash the dishes so that you can relax after everything you've done today. By the way, how was your day today? Wow, that's like the dream kid right there. And some of you are that person helping out around the house. And even if your parent says no, oh no, I don't want you to do the dishes, at least they know you offered. And that is I think that's the highest form of love, to understand that a family, whoever you're living with, you're a team. If you don't do it, someone else has to do it. Like, I love home chores, but if you think about it, do I really like home chores, or do I like who I'm doing it for? And the answer a lot of times is I love who I'm doing it for. So I really want you to have the same posture in your relationships. Here's scene number 3, but this is kid number 2. It's going to be a little bit different. So take a look at this. After dinner, instead of acknowledging, thank you for cooking dinner, thank you, oh, that was so great. Instead, right after dinner, hey, I'm really busy right now and I just need to do a bunch of homework. But you want me to wash the dishes? Sure, fine. If you really need me to, I guess I'll do it. A huge takeaway from this is, and this quote, I'm sure it's out there, but it's what I like to say in my class. Success is when you develop the habit, it's a habit, of doing something you don't want to do with a smile. And most things in life you don't want to do. Let's be real. So if you can do something you don't want to do, no one likes to do, with a smile, man, I think that is absolutely success at its core. All right. So keep working at that. And for whoever's watching this video, you're successful because you're learning. And hopefully this is helping your life. Okay. Once again, if you're the parent, how would you feel after what kid 1 and 2? Obviously, parenting is the hardest job in the world. I believe that as a parent. But that first kid, I would be so grateful if my kid had that empathy, respect, and willingness to serve our family. I'm so grateful. Once again, take care of people how you would want them to take care of you. That's that whole empathy quote that we said a little bit earlier. Remember, our words, our tone, our communication have the power to what? To build or to destroy a connection. That, a lot of communication, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. So think about how you're communicating with your loved ones. Some reflection questions to consider. Okay, here's a challenge. Here's a task that I want you to actually do if you really want to get the most out of this course. Number 1, what is one interpersonal relationship that you would want to improve in your life right now? So who would you want to conversate with? Who would you want to talk to? Who is that? Really, really think about it. Who is someone maybe you had a strong relationship with before, but currently in this season you don't? And whoever that is, I want you to reach out to them. Do it for you, do it for them. Hey, can we talk in person, call, FaceTime, whatever? But you can even say, hey, I'm taking a communications course, and ask one person that I want to practice some questions with. So whoever that is, so here's some questions. Ask them these questions, right? So what's a goal you're working towards right now? What subjects, current events, causes are you passionate about? Get interested. Whatever they have to say, use what we learned in the active listening video to really communicate with them. 3, what's your favorite way to unwind? Maybe you can learn something from how they can unwind after a hectic day. Number 4, if you could visit any place in the world, where would it be and why? Number 5, what book or movie left a lasting impression on you? And really, really learn from them. Get interested. And number 6, who do you look up to and why? When you talk to someone, yes, it's about listening to them, but it's really about just giving them the opportunity to talk, respecting them enough to be interested in what they want to share with you. All right. So thank you so much for watching this video. And I really hope you can get a lot from that task. All right, go do it. Bye.